Hello friends, my name is Lalit Soni and you are watching MCQ Practice Series by Drishti IAS. This series is part of your target UPSC Prelims 2024. So I hope you are watching this series, and in today's video we will be discussing geography MCQs, and this is second set of your geography. So let's start with the question number 1, that is related to your agriculture. Okay, so statement 1 says that India has more cultivable area than China. Statement 2 is proportion of irrigated area is higher in India as compared to China. Statement 3 is the average productivity per hectare in India is higher than China. Okay, so you have to choose the correct statements. Here let's talk about certain things. Okay, so first they are asking about your cultivable area, second they are asking you about the proportion of irrigated area, then third they are asking about productivity. So let's see the cultivated area first. Okay, so looking at the geography, if you will see here, you can find these our peninsular plateau we have, and then we have these northern plain over here. Okay, so these northern plains are having this alluvial soil. Okay, because of which these areas are quite fertile. And when we are talking about this peninsular plateau, here we have this black soil, black and red soil. So basically that is also fertile. So ultimately when you look at this particular picture here, you can see that all these areas in yellow, these are basically arable land, or they can be used for the cultivation. Okay, so nearly when we are talking about India, nearly 48% of India's geographical land is under cultivation. And then when we are talking about the China, here you can see there is this particular divide. Okay, these areas are basically having hills, deserts. Okay, and because of the harsh climates over here, cultivation, or you can say agricultural activity, is nearly nil. Okay, so there is no agriculture in this particular area. And when we are talking about the other remaining area, here you can see this is some part wherein China goes for the cultivation. Okay, so when we are talking about the cultivation related part, India has the larger area. Okay, so here you can say cultivable land in India is higher than which is nearly 156.1 million hectares of cultivable land, which is 47 or 48% of the land. And when we are talking about China, that is 119.5 million, that is nearly 12% of the total land. We can say that India has the larger cultivable land. Okay, now when we are talking about second thing, which is related to your irrigated area, so obviously if you have larger land area under cultivation, you would require irrigation sources, and India has various rivers etc which can provide for the irrigation. Okay, so that is one thing. And when we are talking about the China is basically a water scarce country. Okay, and because of which you can see there are less avenues for the agriculture, so that is also there. But if we consider India has this nearly, you can say 48% of agriculture or area under agriculture, and when we are talking about China is nearly 40 to 42%. Okay, so in that aspect also India is better. Okay, so here you can see the proportion of cultivable land under irrigation is nearly 48% and in India, and 40 to 41% in China. Okay, now third thing was the productivity. Here you can see when we are talking about the productivity of rice in India, that is 2.4 tons per hectare, and for China that is 6.7 tons per hectare. Okay, so basically that is nearly 3 times. So China has higher productivity. Then we are talking about the wheat, not white, it is wheat. So when we talk about wheat, China has 5 tons per hectare and India has 3 tons per hectare. So here China is doing good. So basically on the productivity front, China is doing good. Okay, so this statement becomes incorrect. First and second are correct, so only 2 would be our right answer. Considering question number 2, match the list given below. So basically there are certain features which are given in the list 1, and there are certain names, or you can say drainage pattern, which are given in the second list. Okay, so let's read it. Drainage pattern similar to the branch of a tree. So there are 4 drainage patterns which are given: lattice, tree shape, radial pattern, and the centripetal pattern. Okay, so first when we are talking about this thing, they are talking about the branch of a tree. So obviously second would be your right answer. Okay, so A would be 2. Then for B, when river originates from the mountain and flows in all directions. Okay, so basically this is top of the mountain and now river is flowing in the all direction. Okay, so basically it looks like a radius of a circle. So this is radial pattern. Okay, so that the second would be B would be of 3. B would be matched with the 3. Now C and D. So let's talk about D first. When river flows from all direction and discharge into a trough or a lake. Okay, so basically in this particular case what is happening is that the sources are over here and these rivers are basically flowing in that particular direction, okay, and they are coming and meeting at a point, or they are merging in a lake, okay. So such drainage pattern is basically your centripetal model, okay. You must have heard about the centripetal force, which is a force which is basically working in the inward side of a circuit, okay, on the, that is a radial force. So we can say that this is basically your centripetal. So D would be your 4. So 1 is left, 2, 1, 3, 4. Option C would be your right answer, okay. Here we have given this particular photos of these drainage patterns. Here when we are talking about this dendritic, or you can say tree shape, here you can say this is the main stem and then these are some branches, okay. So I hope this is clear. When we are talking about the parallel ones, here you can see these streams are basically moving parallel to each other, so that is parallel pattern. Then we have this rectangular pattern, okay. So or you can also call it as lattice pattern. So in lattice pattern, what happens is that these tributaries are basically joining them at a right angle, okay. There will be a tributary, they are joining this particular river at right angle, okay, and they are flowing in that particular zigzag format, okay. That is your right angle or your rectangular or lattice format, okay. Here this is angular, here you can see that this is the main river and tributaries are meeting at any kind of angle. So this is angular, and then centripetal we have already discussed. All the streams are coming from different sides and they are meeting at a area or trough, that is basically your a lake or something, okay. So that is centripetal, okay. I hope this is clear. Now question number 3. Consider the following statement with reference to copper production in India. In India, copper is found in ancient crystalline rocks as well as new formations. So when we are talking about ancient rocks, we know that in areas of Aravali like 𝐏𝐤, 𝐸𝐻, etc. in Rajasthan, copper is found. So that is true. And when we are talking about the other part, which are relatively new formations, we found copper at that particular places as well, like you can say Singhbhum Plateau and then Hazaribagh. Then we have areas of Meghalaya and Sikkim, which are also having some quantity of copper, okay. Then the important reserves are found in Singhbhum district of Jharkhand and then Balaghat district of Madhya Pradesh, okay. Other than that, in 𝐏𝐤 and 𝐸𝐻 also these are prominent, okay. So this is also correct. Then in India, it is also obtained in some quantities from Meghalaya and Sikkim. So this is also correct, okay. Now here you can see the map. When we are talking about the copper, this is found in this particular area, wherein you can say that this is your Singhbhum, Hazaribagh plateau region, and then this is area of your Aravali, okay. So basically in Aravali also it is found. Then in some proportion it is found in this particular area and other areas like Karnataka, Maharashtra and MP, okay. This is area, this is prominent area, that is Balaghat, okay. This is somewhere Balaghat over here. So here you can see in Rajasthan we have 𝐏𝐤, 𝐸𝐻, Bhilwara, Udaipur. This is area where copper is prominent. Then in Madhya Pradesh we have Balaghat, and in the areas of Jharkhand, West Bengal we have Hazaribagh, Singhbhum, etc. Okay. Now we can move further. This is already discussed, so you can give it a read. Question number 4. Consider the following statement with reference to district mineral foundation, okay. Statement 1 is it has been established in every district of country to work for the benefit and the benefit of the people affected by the mining related operations. Now they are saying that every district they are asking. Now when it is a mineral foundation, so why it would be in every district? Because there are certain areas where there is no mining activities. So if there is no mining activity, so there are high chances that there won't be any district mineral foundation, okay. So like areas like hilly areas like Ladakh, etc., there is no mining activity, okay, because of the ecological reasons and harsh geography over there. So we can say that there they do not have such provisions for the district minerals. So this statement is incorrect. Now second is it is funded through contribution made by the miners. So this is correct, okay, because miners only contribute to a fund, that is fund is made under district mineral foundation, and that fund is basically used for the Pradhan Mantri Khanij Kshetra Kalyan Yojana, okay. So we can say that this statement is also true. So option A would be a right answer, 2 and 3. Now consider this particular explanation here. District mineral foundations has been formed in district affected by the mining operations and not every district, okay, and it is for the benefit of the people and the area affected by the mining, okay. And it is there is this fund, or you can say it is financed by the contribution of the miners, and this is Pradhan Mantri Khanij Kshetra Kalyan Yojana is being implemented through the fund which is being developed by this particular contributions, okay. Question number 5. Which of the following is related to use of biofuel as an energy source, okay. So when we are talking about these biofuels, here you can see there is this some kind of biological component will be attached to it, or either that can be a by the action of microorganisms, okay, that is decomposition, or otherwise the source would be from the nature, okay. Now biogas obtained from the rotten garbage, agriculture and the human waste, that is correct, because of the you can say fermentation or basically decomposition of all these elements, we can go for the generation of biogas. Now bioethanol obtained from the fermentation of sugar component of plant material. So basically, sugar component of plant material here, you must have heard about this, byproduct of sugar industry, that is molasses. Okay. So from the molasses, we go for the ethanol generation. For ethanol blending, etc., we generate ethanol from molasses as well. So that statement becomes, right. Now, biodiesel obtained from vegetable oils, animal fats, and recycled grease is used as diesel component. Okay, so this is biodiesel. So, or diesel which is obtained from the biological action, or you can say some biological components. So that is vegetable oils, animal fats, these are bio components. Okay, so this is also correct. Now, coal bed methane obtained from the forest waste. Okay, now the thing is, they are simply saying that it is coal bed methane. So that means that the natural gas or gas which is formed in the coal bed. Okay, so basically this is incorrect. So it is not from the forest waste, it is from the coal bed itself. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 would be a right answer, that is option A. Now, here you can see some things, these biomass sources are given. Okay, so biomass sources are related to your nature only, something which we are getting from the nature, or we are using biological actions so that we can get it. Okay, so agriculture crops residue, etc., forestry crops residue, industrial residue. Now this residue will be there, and from the action of the biological agents like microorganisms, etc., we will be able to decompose it, and that is why it is basically your biomass source. Then animal residue, then municipal solid waste and sewage. All these sewage, municipal solid waste, etc., are being decomposed by the microorganisms. Okay, now because of which we have these biofuels. Okay, and biofuels have different generation. With the time we have evolved. So first generation biofuels were those fuels which were made by the edible biomass. Edible biomass means that something you can eat, human can eat. Okay, so there is this sugar beet, sugar cane, wheat, corn. So these elements are taken, and then biofuel, or you can say bioethanol, is generated out of that. Okay, second generation, it is from the non-edible biomass. Okay, the part of the plant which you are not able to eat, like wood, straws, grasses, waste, etc. Okay, then third generation source would be your algae biomasses. Okay, so algal biomasses are basically using the algae. If you are generating this biofuel, that is your algae, third generation. And fourth generation would be because of the scientific breakthroughs, if we have any kind of process which are generating biofuels, that is basically pyrolysis, solar to fuel, engineered algae, and gasification. Okay, so these are fourth generation. Okay, now moving further, this we have already discussed. When we are talking about the coal bed methane, it is form of a natural gas obtained from the coal beds and not from the forest. Okay, and when we are talking about the largest reserves, etc., so these are found in Australia, and countries like USA, Canada, and other countries, they are actually emerging as a energy source of this particular coal bed methane. Okay, question number 6. Consider the following statements with reference to nuclear minerals. Uranium ores are not found in India. Now they are saying that not found in India at all. Okay, but there are some places wherein uranium traces are found. Okay, when we are talking about the operational mining, that is only available in the Singhbhum area. So we can say that this is incorrect, because in Singhbhum we have mining of uranium. And then when we are talking about India is rich in thorium reserves. Now this thorium has been recently in news, and this is correct statement, because in coastal areas of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha, we have found that there are thorium reserves. Okay, so in this particular map, you can see these are uranium occurrence. Okay, so wherever you can see this dot, you can find uranium traces in that particular areas. But when we are talking about the operational mining or operating uranium mining, that is in the Singhbhum province. Okay, so please remember that. Okay, now coming to the thorium reserves. Okay, so here you can see that there is this Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha. So basically in Kerala, there are few districts like Palakkad and Kollam. So in these districts, these are having the highest reserve of this thorium. Then when we are talking about Tamil Nadu, there are some reserves. Then in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, we have reserves, and delta of Mahanadi River. Mahanadi River in Odisha, delta has this thorium reserves. Okay, so please remember all these things. This you can go through because we have already discussed. Okay, so please give it a read. Now moving to the question number 7. Consider the following statement: movement of an animal from one place to another within the country or abroad for a specific purpose is called immigration. First of all, they are saying movement of animal. So that is not only movement of animal. There, human movements are also called immigrations. And when we are talking about this specific purpose and all, animal, why animal would have a specific purpose? Okay, so this is incorrect. Okay. Now coming to the second part, that is transfer from one country, state to another country or state for the purpose of living, settling, or making a living, that is basically your migration. Okay. So now When we are talking about migration, migration is simply a movement from one place to another. Okay, so that can be for any purpose. So this statement is incorrect. Now that is not just transfer. Okay, now concentration of urban settlements at specific place is called urban agglomeration. Okay, so this is correct, because agglomeration is basically, you can say that there is a particular area wherein too much of urbanization is happening. Okay, so that is areas like Delhi and Bangalore. These are urban agglomerations. Okay, and there are nearby some areas which are also happening, building up there, like Noida, Gurgaon, etc. Now coming and settling in a country of which one is not a native for the purpose of permanent residence is called immigration. Okay, so when we are talking about this migration, migration is basically simply a movement of people from one place to another. Migration has two types. Okay, one is your emigration, second is immigration. So when you are leaving a particular area, if you are going out of that particular area, then it will be an emigration for that area. Okay, and when we are talking about an area where you are entering or you are start to living over there, that is immigration. Okay, so whenever you are going to USA, for USA it will be immigration, and for India it is emigration. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So 3 and 4 would be your right answer. Now these are the definitions which are already given over here, so you can go through it. Okay, now question number 8. Which of the following statements are correct regarding tribes in India? Tharu tribe is found in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Irula, Chenchu, Somali tribes are found in Kerala. Gracia tribes is found in Goa. Gaddi tribes are nomadic pastoralists which are found in Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. Now, all these statements are true because these are tribes which are found in these particular areas. When we are talking about this Gracia tribe is found in Rajasthan and not Goa. Okay, so that is why this statement is incorrect. Okay, so 1, 2 and 4 is your right answer. Here are the tribes which are given over here. It is not very wise to go and read all the name of the tribes. So you can read this particular table or take a screenshot and revise it from here. Okay. Now question number 9. Which of the following tribes in India mainly practicing shifting agriculture? When we are talking about this shifting agriculture, what is happening is that there is this agriculture field. You have gone for the cropping over here, and in the next season you will be going for the second field in the different field. Okay. Then in the third season you will be going for the different field, that is shifting cultivation. Okay. So this shifting cultivation is also known as jhum cultivation or jhum cultivation in some areas. So I hope you know that in which area it is called jhum cultivation. If you know that, you can reply in the comment box. Okay. Now Korea in Uttar Pradesh, Gond in Tamil Nadu, Gracia in Rajasthan, and Kond in Odisha. So when we are talking about this shifting cultivation, Kond, Korea, Gond and Khond, these are going for the shifting cultivation. When we are talking about the Gracias, these are hunter and gatherers. Okay, they go for hunting, fishing, etc. So this is incorrect. 1, 2 and 4 would be your right answer. Okay, here there is a list is given: Khond, Gond, Kurumba, Madhuban. These are found in Tamil Nadu. Then they go for the shifting cultivation. Then Taura, Keria, Kond in Odisha, Korea in Uttar Pradesh. When we are talking about these Gracias, these are they do hunting and fishing, and they live in groups, and they do not go for the shifting agriculture. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now moving further, consider the following statement: Karnataka's Kolar mine is leader in bauxite production in India. Okay, and then there is Beladila mine of Chhattisgarh is the center of iron ore production. You have to choose the true statements. Okay, now here, if you have any kind of idea about the general affairs, or you can say post independence India, or the time of this planning, etc., or you have watched this movie, that is KGF. Okay, so if you have watched this, you must have this idea that this is Kolar gold mines are famous. Okay, so that is not for the bauxite, this is for the gold. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. Now when we are talking about the second one, that is Beladila mine of Chhattisgarh is center of iron ore production, this is correct. So option B would be your right answer, that is only 2. So here these are the statements given, you can give it a read. And for the practice, there is this last question which is for your own practice. You can attempt this question and reply in the comment box. So there is this list which is given in the first this side, or you can say left side. This is related to your soils. Okay, and some features are given in the list too. So you have to match the following and find the correct match for each other. Okay, so you can attempt this question and answer in the comment box. With that, I would like to take your leave. And I hope you are watching these videos that can be very beneficial for examination. So please go ahead and watch these videos. If you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.